Hi you guys. So I've done 3 uploads in the last week on specific nitty-gritty how-to paintings. So I thought it would be fun to do something a little bit different for this video and just talk about 5 ways that you can increase your creativity or build on your creativity. So some are a little tongue-in-cheek, so just bear with me, but I figured, you know, I've got my desk kind of cleaned up. I just put my G-clay up. This is a print of a painting that actually was only like, I think the original was an 11 by 14. So I blew it up a lot, but it's actually on canvas. The original was a painting, a watercolor painting on paper. But anyway, so that's going to be a new addition to my little art space, and I really love it. It's one of my favorite paintings that I've done. So, okay, without further ado, let's talk about 5 ways to increase your creativity. Okay, this is for the 21 and over crowd because this is, it was years ago, I was reading a New York Times article on research-based ways to increase your creativity. And I kid you not, one of them was to drink. Now, do I advocate lots of heavy drinking? No. But a big part of artist block, I think, is fear. Fear of messing up. Fear of, oh, I'm not good enough. Or who do I think I am to even try to be an artist? Well, one little drinky poo and all of that goes away, right? So it makes sense. And they actually cited these studies that said if you drink, have a drink or 2 of an alcoholic beverage, it can help you let those creative juices flow. So, what? It's a blue solo cup. It's not red. It's okay. Hey, who am I to judge? So that's reason number 1, I kid you not. Or tip number 1. Even if you don't drink, get yourself into a mood where you're just enjoying life, you're having fun, you're not judging yourself or your work, and you're just going with the flow. So even if you don't drink, you don't have to necessarily add alcohol to your artistic repertoire to get yourself into the mood. But that is a good lesson to remember, is that to be artistic and be creative, you have to kind of let the judgment go. You have to be playful. You have to have fun with it. So that's tip number 1. Whether that tip number 1 is actually literally to drink or just have fun, you be the judge. I'll let you decide. Okay. Tip number 2. The second way to increase your creativity. The second way to increase your creativity is similar to the first in that it involves fun. And it is to take care of yourself, take time off, vacation, take an hour out of your day to just be good to yourself. A lot of artists do talk about that they get their best ideas when they're in the shower, or they're relaxing, or they're having downtime. And the creative brain is happiest when it's relaxed. So tip number 2 is to enjoy life. Take time away from your art.
Parking it. Can I have a taste of your watermelon popsicle?
No.
Ah.
And take time with friends or doing a hobby that you enjoy. For me, it's gardening. I spend a ton of time, especially in the summer, outside, in the sun, away from my art, and it's really rejuvenating. And that's important to be able to maintain your creativity. Okay, tip number 3. Are you ready? These are all kind of related. So tip number 3 is all about allowing yourself to make mistakes. I just can't go on. Not being judgmental. This can take a lot of courage. I know it can. I know a lot of people who say they want to do art, but they just can't get started. And a big part of that reason is that they're afraid of what their first results will be. I can tell you one of the first paintings that I allowed to be seen publicly, I regretted because other people critiqued me. It was a blue horse and this red landscape behind it. It was pretty bad. If now looking back on it, I can see, yes, it was probably, I don't know, I don't want to call art good or bad, but it wasn't the work that I'm doing now. Not that I'm where I want to be, but anyway, you're not going to have a masterpiece the first painting you do, the 20th painting most likely that you do, or whatever creative endeavor it is, whether it's painting or making videos or designing clothes or interior design or anything that involves creativity. Your first efforts are probably not going to be genius. So allow for that and just look at it as fun and play, especially in the very beginning. So that's really important to nurture your creativity. Okay, tip number 4 is to learn. Always be learning. There's lots of information out there these days. There's YouTube, there's books.
Coming into the dock one last time and to know that the season's done.
There's online tutorials, websites, blogs, lessons in your community or resources in your community. There's lots of different ways these days, and we are so lucky to have that at our fingertips these days. So take advantage of it, because the more you learn and the more new things you try, the more creative that you're going to be able to do. So be open to learning and be open to new experiences. And then this is the hard one, you guys. Tip number 5, but it's important. Work really hard. Work really hard. I wish I would have worked harder than I did, but I did work hard. You know, I was, my first 20 years of painting was all done at night and on the weekends and just in little slivers of time, and it still is. Really, I just can't encourage you enough to just work at whatever your creative endeavor is. Really work at it and dedicate time to it. And even if you don't feel creative or inspired, that is no excuse. Sit down, put your butt in the chair or wherever it is, put your butt in front of the camera, turn the camera on, get the paintbrush in the hand. Even if you don't do anything, show up. Take the first step. And another part of this is have a plan and a goal. And don't just write down that goal, but say, you want it to be specific and small and achievable. And there's whole books on how to set goals. But the main thing is make your goals achievable, write them down. And a lot of times what they don't talk about is write down what you're going to do if you miss doing that thing that you were supposed to do. So were you supposed to paint for a half hour on Saturday morning at 9? Yes, you need to be that specific sometimes. If you missed that, then when are you going to do it? So have a contingency plan. Sometimes it can help to have a partner who keeps you honest. Whatever you need to do to show up and do the work. So show up and do the work and work as much as you can. The more you work, the more successful you're going to be. So I thought that was a good balance, right? The first few tips were fun. The last one is like, come on, get serious, y'all. Because you do want to take your art seriously. Take yourself seriously. You deserve that, okay? So I hope these 5 tips helped you. Get out there and go create. Make a lot of mistakes. Have a lot of fun. And work really hard, okay? Talk to you guys next time. Bye.